I am going to beat every league in Clash of Clans with a new account. We already conquered the Skeleton Leagues as I upgraded to a maxed Town Hall 8, and then, even though it was a bit more difficult, we took down the Barbarian Leagues as a Town Hall 9 and 10. But now we have promoted to Archer 7. 50 days ago, I created this account. We only promoted to Town Hall 10 last week, but we do have the Town Hall 10 layout locked in for our defense this week, because even though it's Monday, we have already matched up versus 100 other players. There are 30 people in the promotion zone, but we equally have 8 attacks to complete. Now, I taught you the Zap Dragons last week as we got promoted to Archer 7, and I think what we will do this week is teach you the Zap Witches. That is a very strong strategy, even as you're heading up versus Town Hall 11s. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the Bat Spell upgrade here so that we can begin the Witch upgrade. And then we do want to assure we have the Lab Assistant assigned. I might actually upgrade the Lab Assistant because that will pay itself back as we're upgrading all of these troops. Equally, can we unlock the Builder's Apprentice? We can. 500 gems. Hey! Oh, but actually, we can only upgrade him so far based on the Town Hall level. So we'll upgrade him a couple of levels, at least for the next few Town Halls. And we just have to make sure that we assign him each time we have an upgrade. The goal of this episode is to promote the first league as a Town Hall 10. And then we will likely go to Town Hall 11 for the last couple of leagues. But to keep this series challenging, I will remain in Town Hall 11 through all of the Wizard Leagues. I will only go to Town Hall 12 once we hit the Valkyrie League, and then I will upgrade one Town Hall per league. So Town Hall 13 will be the Witch League, Town Hall 14 the Golem, just to make sure as we go through the leagues, I am always attacking higher Town Hall levels. I am hoping to get to Legends League this year, but I guess time will tell. We can only promote one league each week, and I highly doubt once we get to some of the higher Town Hall levels, I'll be able to max out each Town Hall level within a 3-week period. What I should try and do, though, is start unlocking the 6th builder. Oh, all of my builders are busy, so I can't get the boat. Let's just go ahead and finish that so that I can get over to the builder base. I'm not going to be as focused as I was when I got the 6th builder 100 days free to play. Oh, we actually get achievements within the gold pass track from the builder base, which will be pretty good. I believe I have all of the offense-based buildings completed, or at least getting completed. You could see the Dark Barracks, for example. But the heroes within the Hero Hall, I am making sure to constantly have upgrading. I think for Zap Witches, we'll be using the King and the Queen. So let's just get those upgrades going. I may purchase some of these as well. In fact, I will. So let's head on to the Supercell store. At the moment, as a lower Town Hall, I'm getting a lot of loot-based offers. So this Town Hall 10 pack, 12 million gold and elixir. Honestly, I can farm that, and I'm not really going to pay £9.99 for 4 builder potions. I do have the price in US dollars, but that's because these offers are a 1-to-1 conversion. So if you're in the US, that is how much you'd be paying. I am just going to buy the 2 magic item offers then. I do have to enter my creator code because it does only last 7 days. Thank you for using code Judo before purchases to support the channel. And with that, I will go ahead and get this one purchased. Fantastic stuff. I am just hoarding magic items at the moment, if you will. The builder potions, to be honest, and the research potions, I am going to use quite a few of those this week because whilst the Goblin Builder and Researcher is here, I really should be using them. Plus, at this lower Town Hall level, that's where we're actually getting the best value out of the potions, and I'm saving the magic items for later. Since I did want to teach through the Barbarian Leagues, like Town Hall 9 attack strategies, I didn't want to blast through Town Hall 9 and get to Town Hall 10 too quickly. But I will log back in on Friday. I typically wait until the end of the week so we can see how things are looking on defenses. That's when I'll do my attacks, and obviously in the background, I'll be sure to keep farming and keep the builders working. Day 54. I did see a couple of days ago that we were rank 99, then we moved up to 87. I try not to look at the defense log if I can help it, but that means we must have got some trophies. Oh my goodness me. 1 defense, but it's a 1-star. 27 trophies. Yes! Oh my gosh. Zap Dragons as well. So Zap Electro Dragons, that's a Town Hall 11. Grand Warden, that's a Town Hall 11. This is a Town Hall 11. So we're getting to the point where it's really tricky to promote because I'm just getting nothing on defense. Archer 7 we'll stick as a Town Hall 10. Maybe then for 8 and 9 we'll move to Town Hall 11 because I equally don't have a huge amount of things to upgrade. I have virtually maxed out all of the walls. In fact, I am going to do that right now. I think there's 6 left. There we go. Walls fully maxed. The laboratory has continually been working as the builders have been using the Goblin Builder and Researcher. Honestly, at this stage, it's much of a muchness as to what we upgrade, but let's get the builder working. And I was trying to think about this. So last week we taught the Zap Dragons. I was thinking the Zap Witches. But what about if we stayed with the dragons but moved to bats instead? Actually, this might be even better to teach you when we get to Town Hall 11 because then we'll have ice golems to tank on the back end of the base. But I think it can still work at Town Hall 10. So we'd want the Minion Prince, we would want the Archer Queen with the Giant Arrow. So let's go ahead and finish that upgrade. Minion Prince is maxed out. Do we just max the Archer Queen here? I had the Dark Elixir and I still have all of the gems from when I prepped the series at the start. We can upgrade the action figure, but maybe the Dark Orb gives us better value here because we do want to try and assure that we're upgrading equipment that I can use multiple times over. Now, I literally just spur of the moment there thought about the bat spells. I wasn't focusing on them per se in the laboratory, but we do actually have them max level, so we wouldn't have to boost anything either. We can take a totem as well. Is that better to tank behind a wizard tower than a freeze spell? Ooh, I think I might take the poison as a regular spell and take a totem as a bit of an experiment because that could be huge. We could use it to tank a single target inferno. Like I said, splash damage. It's only really for turning a wizard tower. We can't use it on a multi-target inferno, but I guess I'm going to go for it. If I come up against a Town Hall 12, we have to fly in to the Town Hall. We're in and it's a Town Hall 10. Yes. So with the drag bat, it's all about choosing where do you send the bats, and you have to try and take out the splash damage for that. So if I were to Giant Arrow from the top of the base, we want to consider hitting air defense, and I think we can line 2 of them up from the spell factory. Okay, missed them all. Beautiful. Still should be good here in all honesty. We've got an Electro Dragon coming after the Queen, so let's poison that. Now let's spread the dragons across this side. We want the Minion Prince there as well. I may end up using a freeze for the dragons. Let's use the Minion Prince ability now. That gets both air defense frozen. It gets the multi-inferno. Remember what I said last week about not waiting for 10 out of 10 value. Then when that multi-inferno goes down, we can actually start the bats over on this left side. And we just have to tank this wizard tower. We got the totem there, look. So that's tanked. Then as we move to the back end of the base, that worked beautifully with the totem. Ah, the red air mine took out all of my bats. Are you kidding me? At single target inferno, we're going to have to freeze. Ooh. The bats are at least going to help with that. Let's freeze the Queen and the air defense. Okay. So I think I was a bit too quick with the bats. That's where they went in the middle of the base. They cannot trigger red air mines. But if something else triggers it, then the bats can be hit from them. So you do have to try and swipe the bats around the outside of the base. The totem spell worked really well, but you do have to put that behind the wizard tower because it could splash onto the bats. But either way, you just turn the wizard tower to the other side and then it's not going to hit your bats. And I feel like that was better than a freeze spell. 3 stars to start out. Obviously, what we're hoping for is non-stop 3 stars throughout this week. First one is in the books, but it was a Town Hall 10, and I guess it was a bit shaky. So let's see what we get. Town Hall 11. Okay, single target inferno, so we'd want to save that for the back end of the base. So we want to fly into the multi. This time we don't want to miss the air defense, but we could actually hit the sweeper there as well. Okay, so we get that. Now let's get the dragons in. Should have probably placed some at the back. Let's put the Minion Prince at the back for the Builder Hut, actually. Do we sideswipe with the Slammer? Sometimes it's good. See how as soon as the Archer Tower locked on, I sent the Slammer in. Now the Minion Prince, let's use the ability now. Freeze all of that. Poison, nothing. Okay, now stuff's coming out the Clan Castle, so let's poison that alongside the Minion Prince. And let's keep an eye on the bats here. We could deploy them over here to help with the Queen. We don't have to worry until that wizard tower in the middle. So we've got a little bit here. We want the bats to swarm and create like a big swarm so they can take down the defenses as fast as possible. But you don't want to wait too long before you use the freeze, because if a wizard tower hits it, it obviously then takes out the entire swarm. And you could see the principle in the attack much better on that one. Bats stayed around the perimeter as the dragons were in the center. We distracted and froze the splash damages. That in turn then took out the backside defenses, and the dragons just swarmed through the rest of the base. Rank 53, though. We didn't have a look at any of the stats on the leaderboard. So 2.8 stars, actually, at the top. Then these guys all have 3. Okay, 2.6 there. But their defenses... This guy has an average defense of 45%. Is he like a rushed Town Hall 12 or 13? I don't understand it. Okay, no Eagle Artillery, so this one should be good as well, as long as we don't miss the arrow or miss any of the splash defenses. But actually, there's no Inferno Towers. We kind of need the queen to either go right in front of the clan castle, or I think it's safer from over here. Just got to get the angle onto the elixir collector right. So we'll go onto the hero hall first, and then as the queen turns, we got a giant arrow straight away. Not sure we got that right. We did actually. Perfect. So now we will go baby dragon, spread the dragons, and that. Okay. I'm not going to use the poison now because my baby dragon was going to go down there. There's no point in trying to protect it. Let's use the slammer on the left, and the slammer will go from the mortar to the wizard tower and tank. Let's use the minion prince ability now. I just turned. I was trying to get the air defense. Thought the slammer would go to that wizard tower, but when it does, as in never, then we could send in the bats. Let's actually send in the bats from the right side. There's no splash over there. They will gain a bit of a swarm by the time they get around to that wizard tower, and honestly, it's probably going to go down. Plus, the bats will then protect my queen. Maybe. Get the expo? Not quite, but we're good. Don't worry about it. Rank 45, though. Let's dive right back in. Oh my... what? Where was this base 2 levels ago when I was in Barbarian 5 attacking Town Hall 11s? Is there any need to really even think about this too much? Let's just giant arrow through the sweepers anyway. Baby dragon to set somewhat of a funnel. Spread the dragons from the bottom. You can use the stone slammer to sideswipe and hit that wizard tower. Freeze the ice golems, and I guess we really don't have to commentate much more of this. 3 stars, and that's halfway already. We are rank 40. How many people get promoted? Is it still 30? It is. So we're getting close. One person there has only done 2 attacks. Wow. Abby, as long as you complete the attacks, you're getting promoted. Okay, so there's a lot of people around here where we're at who have done 3, 4-ish attacks. So we just need to close out with all triples. Okay, Town Hall 11. Not massively upgraded. Single target infernos, so that's useful. I might try a bit of an adjustment here, if that makes sense. I'm going to fly the Queen's Giant Arrow through. If I miss the sweepers, yeah, which I don't, but if I did, I would have flown in from the other side. Since I got them, fly in from the bottom, and I think that's better. Straight into the eagle, get that down. Let's turn the single target inferno around to allow the queen to do her thing there. She gets the single. She's well protected. It's a P.E.K.K.A. in the clan castle. I'd have to actually freeze that P.E.K.K.A. because that will take out my queen. Maybe that wasn't the best move. Let's go like that and send the bats in from the top. Because we can freeze both of these wizard towers together since I'm low on freeze spells. Plus the dragons are there, so the wizard towers are actually distracted. You do have to be careful because they can turn to the bats though. If they take down like the dragon that they're attacking and they turn, then they can still hit the bats. Fortunately, they didn't. They freeze that one anyway, even though it's not needed. So that worked great. Sometimes you do have to be flexible with your attacks. So in that one, if I had have missed the sweepers, I would have then attacked from the top. The plan would have probably still worked given how many dragons I've got left, but I would have took a bit more damage because I would have been having the eagle firing at me the whole time. Rank 34, we're near promotion. Where were these bases 2 leagues ago? Yep, beautiful. Okay. Now, what you can do, I'm going to do it here just to demonstrate. You can drop the bats in the middle of the base as long as you freeze whatever splash you're dropping them on. So I dropped them on the multi-inferno. Arguably, I didn't need that freeze spell, but it's never worth the risk. The freeze was just about to wear off, So that's why I used the second one, plus there's no other splash. So sometimes, if you really need to, you can drop the bats on top of a splash damage defense and freeze them, take that out, and then they'll spread from there. But you really do have to know where the bats are going afterwards. And a lot of time you want to do that if it's like the splash defense remaining. This is cool. Using strategies from like back in the day. And it's green! Yes! Rank 24 with the green banner. So we're in the promotion zone. Doesn't that attack log look beautiful? And yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so actually a lot of people around us have done 8 attacks. There's clearly people that could catch us up here. Especially there's a couple of people that haven't done any attacks, like the guy in 50th. 127 trophies gained on defense. So he has gained 100 extra trophies than me. Like, I have a 1-star, and even if I had 4 1-stars, I wouldn't have 127 trophies. Goodness me. Okay, but for whatever reason, we're getting, like, fairly straightforward bases, and I think we can just... do that. Is that only 1 attack remaining now? Oh my goodness me. Rank 17. Let's get back into it. Eagle Artillery on the outside of the base. What are you doing? I know it gets deleted for Town Hall 17, or like merged, but come on, show it some love until then. Let's use the Queen on the Eagle Artillery, and we should be able to get the Sweeper at the back end of the base. Just so we can get that Eagle out of the way. I honestly think we're completely fine here. And that is a beautiful, flawless 8 attacks in Archer 7. I wasn't sure this week whether we were getting promoted or not, I'll be honest. Just how the defense was looking, getting smashed from Town Hall 11s. But hey, all you can do is put up those 3 stars on offense. 320 trophies puts us in 8th position. So I am very happy about that. Let's check out the special offers. Yeah, we do have to get those. Okay, let's add both of those to the basket over on the Supercell store. Code Judo is already in. Whilst we're waiting of that going through, let's actually double check how many I have left. 57 builder potions, 13 research potions. I think we'll use a lot more of them. You get a couple of bonus gems. And actually, whilst I'm on it, if we return to store, the ID reward points that we gain from making purchases on the Supercell store as well, we have 30,000 now on this ranked account. So I can go ahead and get the crossover scenery. Yes! Let's get that selected. Oh, fantastic. Has Royale, Boom Beach, Heyday. Whilst I'm at it, let's actually get the Gauntlet decoration, the Sleepy King, Roll Stars, and the Super Squad Buster King skin. Yes. Get those all activated. Definitely going to give me the others, right? There, unplaced items. There they are. I am a bit of a collector, so I do like to get all of those. But there are also magic items which I can use as well. But for now, do we stay with the same base? It got 3-starred 3 times. It got 1-starred once. You know what? I've been getting attacked from Town Hall 11, so a 1-star, I will take that. But on Monday, we will find out whether we did or did not get promoted. Day 57. Let's take a look and see if we were promoted. Archer 8. I don't know why I was worried. 14th. That is the highest we have finished since Barbarian 4. But I believe we should have already, yes, been matched up, even though the attacks do not start until tomorrow. Just did a quick count. It is still 30 people promoted, but our Town Hall 10 will have a little bit of a trickier time on defense. Now, over in the builder base, I am upgrading to Builder Hall 6, but we're just gradually working towards the 6th builder over there. However, in the home village, we do want to make sure we get things working in the laboratory again. When we take a look at the upgrades, there's a few left here, but really they don't take too long. As you can see, Wizard Tower, 19 hours. So this may be our last week as a Town Hall 10. Oh, we can actually take a look at, yeah, the defense log. I did actually get 3-starred again. So I had that one-star defense that helped me. And essentially I was 3-starred throughout the rest of them. Offense, though, pretty happy with last week. Can we continue that in Archer 8? There is a couple of other offers, so we can quickly purchase that over on the Supercell store. Oh, looks like my creator code has expired. So let's get code Judo in there. And whilst we're waiting of that going through, we can take a little bit of a look around the base, get these decorations removed. There is our magic items. How many do we have now? 6 Book of Fighting, 6 Book of Building, 6 Book of Everything. But essentially, they're still not good value. I don't think until Town Hall 12 or 13 will I be using any of the magic items. Now, within the hero hall, I have the Barbarian King getting upgraded. Minion Prince and Archer Queen are max level, so that is extremely good for us. And I guess the only thing left to do is get the Goblin Builder working. We actually have a bunch of gems in the profile ready to collect. I normally like to stack these up just so we can see how many there is. And we got quite a few there. Oh my goodness. Quick side-by-side comparison for how many we had before and after. I'll take those free gems from the profile. Essentially though, I will see you on Friday to see if we can beat Archer 8 as a Town Hall 10. Oh, maybe we should switch the layout actually, because we only had that one-star defense. So why don't we swap to, I guess, the other ranked base? Now, this aims to better protect the 3-star. Like, you can see the Town Hall right to the edge of the base. Let's see how that base defends this week, and then we can make a decision moving into, hopefully, Archer 9 next week. Day 61. We're going to get some upgrades done on the base first. I guess there is just one upgrade because it is for the Barbarian King, and I believe that is the final upgrade that we will need. That gets all of my heroes to max level, and when we take a look, there is only the Town Hall left to upgrade, and the lab is equally fully maxed. Over on the Supercell store, though, we are going to purchase the special offers. This first deal, we definitely don't need for $10.99. The builder potions for $1.99, though, we will get those, and I am also going to purchase all of the ore because on this account, I don't do clan wars, so it does mean that I'm a little bit behind on the ore. Now, I think I can purchase these twice over. Code Judo is entered, so let's get that purchased. Wait, did I just see the Electro Boots from the trader? I don't have the Royal Champion yet. Oh my goodness, Electro Boots. We'll definitely have to try that out. Maybe I should actually get some of these other equipments, like the Spiky Ball. Perhaps I can get that and use it for the King today. What's going on here? Okay, I need to verify with my bank. Yes.
Trust me, I have a YouTube channel. Check it out.
Okay, Supercell store website is moving. Processing payment. Success! There we go. Fantastic. So we get all of the ore. I get 10 wall rings for purchasing on the store alongside 50 bonus gems. I was unsure what to teach today because I taught you the Zap Witches at Town Hall 9. Then we focused on a lot of dragon attacks in the previous weeks. But really, the dragons and witches are the best options at Town Hall 9 and 10. But I think I'll teach you a different version of the witches today. And I do think the Spiky Ball will be very helpful for that, or you can get away without using the Spiky Ball, but I guess just to showcase it and teach you different things. Let's purchase that. Giant Gauntlet is also pretty good, but I can't upgrade everything all at once. Why don't we upgrade the Spiky Ball a little bit, since the upgrades will be a little bit cheaper here, and then we will go with the action figure a couple of levels as well. But let's see where we get the Spiky Ball. See how the number of targets at level 9 goes up by 1. That means I can hit an extra building, which is phenomenal. Now, it looks like we can only get one more level. Do we go with the action figure? Gives us some extra healing boosts, or the Spiky Ball? I guess we'll go with the action figure, being it's a little bit more expensive. I could spend some raid medals on shiny ore, because that's what I'm low on. And yeah, let's actually just spend the gems to get that to level 12. Okay, so it does actually go higher at Town Hall 10. I guess I will start the upgrade to Town Hall 11, and then in Archer 9, we will be defensively at Town Hall 10. Well, let's see how the attacks go today, and then we'll decide whether I upgrade the Town Hall or not, but I think I should, so that I'm not wasting builder time. Okay, we actually do need to build the army. So for the witches, previously I taught you the Zap Witches where it was just mass witches and all lightning spells. Let's maybe adjust it whereby we show you a jump spell variation. For this one, we'll take a rage and a heal for the far side of the base, but you still do want to take lightning spells, mainly for the air defense. Not the air defense, the Inferno Tower. I think it is 4 lightning spells and an earthquake. Yeah, what if I take an extra lightning spell for the first attack? And I guess we're going to be using a wall wrecker. So out of the wall wrecker, we really just want some tanks in front of the witches, and the ice golems offer some good value because they can equally freeze defenses. Then when it comes to the troops, troops, you still want to take mass switches, but when you're using this more approach of jumping into the base, you do want some wall breakers for the flank. Archer Queen, Giant Arrow, I guess, is the highest upgraded. We could go with like Magic Mirror. The Giant Arrow gives us a bit of a safety net in case there's 2 multi-inferno towers. Then we want the Barbarian King, and I guess this combination, Earthquake Boots will get us into the base, and Spiky Ball will give us some good value. You could always go with, well, even just the Rage File, Giant Gauntlet, anything like that is going to be helpful. And there we go. This is a different version of the mass witches. Maybe at Town Hall 11, I'll teach you Queen Charge Hybrid. That's very popular there. But I do think witches and dragons are just so popular at these levels. How are we doing? No! Rank 100? Oh my... What is happening? So even if we get promoted to Archer 9, as a Town Hall 10, like, what chance do I have in Archer 9 to defend? This guy does not have a 3-star average, but has a 54% destruction. Like, I don't get it. Okay, at least some of the other destructions here, like 94% for the person in 4th. So as long as the offense goes okay today, then we should still be fine. Let's just see what happens. And I like this first attack we'll use as a bit of an experiment because, again, I'm not 100% sure how many lightnings and earthquakes we need. You've got to be joking me. What? A maxed Town Hall 12? We have to adjust and try and make sure we get the 2-star, but there's 2 multi-infernos next to the Town Hall. What do we do here? I think we should do a delayed lightning spell so we can check how we go about this. Let's just get these troops in. Okay, so we don't actually have... We're going to have to just use the jump spell to get into the base because what we would have wanted is to use the jump spell to get back out of the base. Let's use the Barbarian King ability there. Do we have enough force moving around the base to get the 2-star? We should. And that's unfortunately what you kind of have to do on these bases. You cannot miss the Town Hall. I could have took some archers, right? Archers and minions to the left side of the base there. Could have got us some extra percentage points, but realistically, a Town Hall 10 versus a 12, you can only 2-star. So maybe upgrading to Town Hall 11 isn't the worst play, and maybe 5 lightning spells is needed because even that wasn't enough to get the multi-inferno. 58%, 18 trophies. Let's find this player in the leaderboard because they just got an extra 22 trophies off me. Yeah, so they've done 2 attacks. 58%. Isn't that what I got? Yeah, but see, 3-star average. Of course, they're a Town Hall 12. I mean, if they attack me, they're just going to smash my base. They don't even have to try. Okay, that doesn't help us that much. Moves us to rank 89. Let's see what we get. Oh, another Town Hall 12. For this one, I needed to use the Giant Arrow to finish off the multi-inferno. And rather than attacking in towards the Town Hall, unfortunately, I didn't follow my own advice from the last attack, though, when I said, you cannot miss the Town Hall for some reason. And rather than attacking in towards the Town Hall, I went from the other side. And yes, you guessed it, the 1-star. Live and learn. Do as I say, not as I do, I guess. Yes. Another Town Hall 12. What is happening? How are the bases so different from last week? Like, it's 1 league above. I do not get it. Like, what's going on? Okay. Use the King ability now to just ping through all of that. Let's use the heal and the rage over that area to try and get through the clan castle troops. See how we have a much better spread moving into the Town Hall now? So we're way more guaranteed to get the 2-star. Oh my goodness me. So I guess we're going to Town Hall 11. Because the chance of being promoted here is pretty slim. But that was a way better example of how to use the witches. In the first example, in the last attack, I really shouldn't have gone far side of the Town Hall. Just enter into the Town Hall, get the 50%. But on just the next attack, I found a base that was 3-starable. 76%. All right. Honestly, I kind of just want today to be done. This is why I probably shouldn't just save all of my attacks until Friday, because I would quite happily just jump off and, yeah, do the rest of the attacks another day. Sometimes you need to do that to just kind of like cool off. But let's focus up. So this time I'm hoping we can actually take the air defense down, and let's see if we can get the queen as well. So let's wait until she loops around. Okay, beautiful. Then actually we can go like that. Oof, I thought we might have not got the Town Hall. Okay, so let's go here. Here. Giant arrow, king, wall wrecker, and the witches. Where is the king? Okay, so the king set off the giant bomb. That's not bad. Let's go heal here to heal those witches, because they're going to get in range of the multi-inferno. We're going to have to go with the king ability to open this up and move the king forward. Jump over the town hall area. And then I think we should rage here to try and get that multi down and power through the center of the base. So I tried to focus a little bit more there. Sometimes commentating and attacking is not easy, but I just wanted to make sure that I had good use of the spells, a good spread on the witches, because this base is definitely 3-starable, right? It's a high-level Town Hall 11, so it's a Town Hall above us, but I definitely think we're in for a good shot here. We are going to get the 3 stars, though. Beautiful. We have plenty of troops left over. So that is Town Hall 10 attacking up against a high-level Town Hall 11. Okay, where does that sit us? 53rd. Honestly, I think the only other time we 1-starred, we didn't get promoted, did we? So I am not holding my breath for getting promoted. I'm just going to try and power through the rest of this week. Let's start the attack and I'll do the lightning spells afterwards. So let's go a witch in the corner of those just to take out the builder hut. Then the golem in front. We get the wall breakers in. Now we go king to tank. Spread the witches behind. Okay, we got an electro dragon. Not ideal. Oh, what I should have done was lined up the arrow. Never mind. So that's what I wanted to do. Now let's go arrow because we hit the wizard towers. So see, when I was saying what I should have done was lined up the arrow, I should have used the arrow first and then the lightning spells. But either way, I still think we're good here. This is going to be an example of what you want to do with the jump spell look. So you jump to the back area of the base. Let's use the king in the middle. Is the king on by the single? It is. Ooh, goodness me. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. Let's rage here because we really want the Archer Queen down and we want to get to that single fast. We get to the single, we get the expos, then I think we could get it. Yeah. So that rage was really good to get us through the queen, get that southern expo, and basically, even though the rage wasn't over the single inferno, what it did was push us to the single inferno fast, which is what we needed, particularly the tanks. And look at that ice golem value there. Beautiful job. And we still have the second one. So maybe the ice golems are good. Bit of a sketchier attack, but I'll take it. 3 stars versus a Town Hall 11. This witch approach doesn't, for me anyway, doesn't seem to be working quite as well. The bases have been a bit sporadic. You do have to find what works for you. And maybe I should try and practice the attack strategies a bit more during the week before I then try them in ranked. I've kind of just been YOLOing it a little bit and thinking, okay, this attack strategy is good, let's build it and teach you it, because clearly I understand the principles. Maybe as we get higher in the town halls, I'll have to do a little bit more practice to make sure I'm sharp and ready for ranked. I feel like the difficulty jump from Archer 7 was far greater, considering I'm only 1 league above that. Then we get a Town Hall 10 without Inferno Towers. How can we follow the base that I just attacked with this? I guess it is what it is with ranked. You can get some easy ones, you can get some hard ones. All things considered, my focus now is upgrading my Town Hall and making sure that my offense is ready for next week, whether I promote or not. Even though, honestly, I don't know if that's enough to promote though. That's the main thing. So I think because of how up and down the bases were and how, the main problem is how bad I'm doing on defense, right? Every single week, I am fortunate to get any trophies on defense. It is just 3-star after 3-star non-stop. So I don't get any help from defense. That's the issue. So let's see. I am 60-something trophies ahead, but there's a bunch of people here. This guy has only done 2 attacks. How? Are you that must be a Town Hall 12. Must be one of those bases where, how you got a 49% destruction on defense? I don't know. Let's go ahead and begin this upgrade. It takes 4 days, so it would mean next week we are a Town Hall 10 on defense. Let's keep it like that. I'll just, over the weekend, I guess we'll waste a bit of builder time. Let's switch out this layout. So, okay, I have my Town Hall on the outside of the base. Oh, that's right, because we swapped. Let's go back to this one then. If I get promoted next week, then I don't know what to even say. We don't deserve to be promoted based on offense. Clearly, the defense is letting us down. Next week, we will still be a Town Hall 10 on defense because I'm not going to gem this. Means I can take the weekend off, essentially. It is going to mean, like, as we get higher up in the leagues, I'm going to have to gem quite a bit to try and keep up. So really, I should be trying to utilize these 4 days. But I'm so curious. If we get promoted, can we do better next week? Part of me wants to gem it right now. No, I'm going to resist temptation. Whatever happens, happens. We'll have stronger offense next week, so hopefully that can carry us through. Let's find out what happens on Monday. Day 65. It is a Tuesday. We were in Archer 8 last week, right? Was it Archer 7 or 8? I think it was Archer 8, which means we probably didn't get promoted. You kept your place. I mean, that was fairly obvious it was going to happen. Placed 45th. Okay, so this week, wait, have I taken a defense already? A lot of people have taken defenses. Some of them have even taken 2 defenses. Of course, that was 2 days ago. That's before it would have finished. Okay, so I don't think I have taken a defense yet. Rank 96th. I'm not actually going to do my attacks today, though, because, like I said, I haven't been feeling too great recently. I did just want to log on, see when we got to Town Hall 11, see if we got promoted or not. We have the Town Hall 10 base locked in for this week, but what it means is we can get ready for next week and we can upgrade offense. Okay, we have the Town Hall 11 pack. We have a bunch of other offers here. Is it worth getting the Town Hall pack, or does it change to something better? Honestly, I think that's probably good for us. So on the Supercell store, we can go to Clash of Clans. We have the Town Hall 11 pack now. Instant development. We'll get this Dark Star one as well, because we're going to need to upgrade our heroes. And the Builder Potion and Research Potion. Why not? My creator code isn't active because it does only last for 7 days. So let's get code Judo in there. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. Then we can check out and start the upgrades at Town Hall 11. Okay, let's get rid of these gravestones. A reminder that my base was getting trashed last week. There is our items all delivered. 200 bonus gems for purchasing on the store. And we can essentially get all of the new buildings built. Now, earlier on in the series, I found out do not quickly place the buildings that you have purchased in your pack. Does it give me the level 2 wizard tower? Even though I built the wizard tower there real quick? It didn't! So we have the Eagle Artillery level 2. I was going to say, where is my wizard tower? Level 7 means we have blasted through a couple of those lower levels. Let's take a look in the shop because we should be able to, get a bunch of new walls here. It'd be fairly easy to get those upgraded. This is going to look a little bit all over the place. And we actually have all 5 builders. So what I will probably do over the next few days, well, I'll be upgrading the offense-based stuff first, and I will probably use some builder potions to make sure that those are done. And then I will just be working through these quick, cheap upgrades. Tornado Trap is the last thing at Town Hall 11. So let's head on over to my best bases video and get a link. Town Hall 11 ranked base. And let's see, we can place that. Honestly, I don't think it matters because those Town Hall 10 bases aren't going to impact us now. What is happening? Okay, so we've got some rocks. Let's use our Shovel of Obstacles to get them moved real quick. Get my Hoggy Bank multiplier before I forget, because it's 16 hours. And to be honest, we should claim all of these chests. I didn't even realize the season was resetting. Oh, that's sometimes keeping on top of all of my different accounts, especially when here, like, I can't claim the magic items. I'm just going to be selling them for gems because we've been overstacking the magic items. So essentially, I can't get any of these. Oh, we upgrade to an epic straight away. Crowned Sword Decoration. Rip. I mean, the decorations are nice, but out of an epic, I would have preferred some starry ore or something, clearly. Let's see how many wall rings we have, because I believe Town Hall 11, is it 11 or 12, where the walls are... Yes! Starry ore! Let's go! Basically, you need to wait until the walls cost 1 million. Otherwise, you are not getting the same value out of your wall rings. Let's finish these chests. Wait a second, did that say my elixir wouldn't fit? Oh. What am I doing? Why didn't I just upgrade all of the walls? What is wrong with me? Okay, gold. Let's get these ones upgraded to the point where I can use elixir. Then I will just use the elixir to upgrade the walls. I normally like to get them to the same level, but I do want to make sure I've got enough elixir to upgrade army camps and stuff, which I'm not going to, but we'll figure it out in a moment. Let's check this out. Is it one? Yes, it is 1 million to upgrade these walls. So now I am getting maximum use out of my wall rings. So let's literally use as many as we have. Oh my goodness, how many do we have? These are just from purchases within bundles, but also you get wall rings as extra items from the shop or the Supercell store. Wait a second. So it's not letting me add any more. That's not all of the walls, right? Oh, okay. It's because I only have 120 wall rings and I don't have the loot. Well, let's just use them all. Right now, it doesn't matter when I use the wall rings, and I'm better off to use them so I can then claim them from the gold pass, because even though you get 20% discount when you use loot on walls, you don't get that when it comes to wall rings. I don't know why I'm even claiming these, because they would just auto claim at the end. Unfortunately, the runes, we're definitely not using those quite yet. Another common chest. One more chest, and it's a rare. Now, we did get a research potion from that. We also have a research potion in here. We actually have 2 of them. And how many have I got? Because I don't think I used that many. So from this point forward, okay, I have 21. I'm definitely not going to use all of them now in order to claim just those 2, because I've been kind of spacing them out. As you saw, we sat as a Town Hall 10 at the end of Town Hall 10 for, well, like 4 days, and everything was maxed. So, right now, what's blocking this? We've got a stone over there. Okay, let's place that there. Move this to here. There we go. That gets rid of all of the holes in the base. That's a fairly nice ranked base. Let's get that saved. You can set that as my active layout. And from here, army camps are the most important thing, because when it comes to troops in the, well, actually, we want to start researching troops in the lab. So let's upgrade that. We want the Electro Dragon. Maybe I'll not teach that straight away. What about the Spell Factory? If we get a new level, okay, we only get hit points with that. So that's not a necessity for this week either. So we've got some elixir in there, which we can use to upgrade another army camp. Yes. 9,000, 9 million. Do we really want to use the runes here? I guess we only have 2 of them. So I'd be wasting 1 of them anyway in the gold pass. So just to get the builders working, I think I'm just going to use them. I do only have 2. But what it means is I can upgrade Clan Castle, we definitely need. The army camps we need. I'm just going to gem the Clan Castle now. Then let's upgrade. Let's see if there's something closer to 5 million. The barracks. Let's actually just upgrade that. Why not? Then we have a better use of this Rune of Elixir. And then at least it means in the gold pass, we can claim the Rune of Elixir from here. And to be honest, we have even another one there. So it might be worth just, I know it's not the best use, but we might be best to just spend this loot. Dark Barracks, let's get that upgraded so we get the Ice Golem. Oh, maybe I should have used a book there, you know, because that was 700 gems. So let's go Rune of Elixir. Have we only got, yeah, we got 2 more army camps. So let's get 1 of those. We can upgrade that with gems. Then we only have 1 more army camp to go. So let's upgrade that. Then we can get the Goblin Builder working as well. I guess the storages are good to upgrade just to get those to the point where I can farm more. It's a lot easier to just stack the loot. We need something. No, we don't need something researching in the laboratory because it's upgrading. Let's finish that off, even though I'm not sure I have enough to research anything in the lab. I do actually have enough to research the Barbarian and a couple of these Dark Elixir troops. Oh, okay. What should we use this week? Let's go with the Witches, just in case we want to use Zap Witches. And let's also go with the Ice Golem. Really good option for Town Hall 11. Then we can upgrade anything with this remaining loot. I think defenses are fine at this point. Let's go with one of the Wizard Towers to provide a bit more splash. We can use 1 builder potion since we have all 6 builders working, and I'll be on in a few hours before I go to bed. We can assign the lab assistant as well. The apprentice builder, we should actually upgrade. Can we upgrade him again? We can. Then we can assign him to the barracks. There we go. Fingers crossed we have some better success this week and we can promote up to Archer 9. We are on to the 68th day of this account. A few days ago, the season did reset, so I spent my Hoggy Bank loot mainly making sure to finish off some of the offense-based buildings, gemmed a couple of the early Grand Warden levels so that we could get the builders working overnight. And I haven't been too well the last couple of weeks, so the last few days I've literally just kept the builders working. Let's dive into the attacks today because I do not want to go a week without attacking. We're in rank 100 as it is. Oh boy. Well, this is still the Town Hall 10 base. If we go to my defense log, you can notice, yeah, Grand Warden. Oh, what is this attack? Oh, it is a Town Hall 11 granted, but as you saw in the last episode, or I guess it might have been the week before. Anyways, Zap Dragons is incredibly popular. However, moving into this week's first attacks as a Town Hall 11, in the best ranked attacks video, I taught the dragons. But since we have the Electro Dragons, why don't we actually use the Electro Dragons instead? So we'll take 7 of them, a baby dragon to funnel. That will then leave us 8 balloons. Quite nice to use alongside the Electro Dragons. More so just to tank seeking air mines. But then what we are going to use for the spells is clone spells. We will use a rage as well. And in the clan castle, you basically want to take the battle blimp and a super yeti because you do not have the clone capacity to clone the yeti. You can only clone the electromites, which is actually what we want. We could use a freeze and probably a totem as well. So we will go with the queen and the giant arrow, and we will want the air grand warden. We will have to gem some of his equipment and the minion prince. Before we do the attacks, let's go to the hero hall because all of my heroes are upgrading, or at least majority of them, because I have tried to keep them upgrading. Grand Warden we've got up to level 10, but essentially we do want to try and upgrade the Eternal Tome a little bit. Let's get it to level 6. Normally every 3 levels you get decent thresholds, and we are also going to want to use the Rage Gem alongside this, and we could probably get a couple of levels on the Rage Gem without spending too much of the ore. So that's now a 25% boost. The Rage is going to be active throughout the entire attack. The Eternal Tome, it is useful to get the blimp to the core of the base, but that's all we want. We don't need it to get to the Town Hall. So actually, I think that 5.5 seconds might be enough. I might put the rest of my ore into the Rage Gem. Typical. We don't have enough for the extra little boost. However, let's get some shiny ore with gems and also with raid medals. I'll get the starry ore there as well. And that should give us enough for that extra level. Yes. So we now get a 30% damage increase to the Electro Dragons, which will be extremely helpful. Oh boy. Why is it telling me temporary troops and spells? I don't have any, right? I hope I don't have any. Okay, so we start off with the Town Hall 12. Beautiful. And what do we want to do? So the Eagle Artillery is at the top. We've got this weird clump of defenses at the left, but we are going to attack that last. If we get the giant arrow to get the sweeper and we fly the Electro Dragons in towards the eagle, that is probably the best play. Yeah, we get the sweeper. We missed the air defense, but never mind. Yeah, they're good over there. Now let's start here. We'll go baby dragon to funnel, Electro Dragons, Grand Warden, and Minion Prince. So the queen can snipe one of the air defense. Then we will go battle blimp. We want to hold the Warden ability here, essentially, and we clip it right now. Probably a little bit early, but never mind. We just need the balloons to get into this compartment, which they do. Now we will spread the Yetis with the clone. Let's tank that single Inferno. Freeze the air defense. Minion Prince ability across the map to try and help my Electro Dragons. And this looks pretty good. So the cloned Yetis, it's a big investment, but they literally ripped apart that core area of the base, took out the Town Hall, and look at the rest of the Electro Dragons left. There's nothing that can take them down. Now, I do think the better approach is using dragons for this. Maybe I'll use that next week in order to show you the difference. But since we've unlocked Electro Dragons, we have to give them a shot. Look at how tanky they are. They literally just keep going. Great start. Honestly, very, very happy with that. I mean, there is a chance we see some Town Hall 13s today as well. Based on last week, we were getting like maxed Town Hall 12s. Okay, Town Hall 11. So we're going to be good here. Again, you want to make sure to blimp the most difficult area of the base, which in this instance is the core. The giant arrow, we want to get this sweeper that is facing to where we're going to be attacking. Wait until the queen turns. There we go. We get that sweeper. And essentially, I'm going to go quite heavy on this side to make sure we can get the multi-infernos down first. And then that's not going to be impacting our dragons. Now, you do want to delay the blimp, so let's send it in now, because you want to delay the warden ability as much as you can. So the blimp just leaves, but you want the blimp to be ahead of the dragons, actually. Let's tank to protect the queen over there. Then we spread the clones. That basically... Look at the electromites go! Look at them! The entire middle of the base and even the compartments behind it are done. Completely demolished. You know what? I'm going to be bold and say I hope we find a Town Hall 13. Because I honestly think with this approach, we can 3-star it. Even if that hinders our chance of promotion, I want to find a Town Hall 13. 2 attacks down. Let's just dive right into the next one. Town Hall 11. Single Infernos. So it is going to be trickier. However, Eagle Artillery is at one area of the base, and the sweepers are pointing to the south. Now that could be a bit of a trap to bait me into fly into this area. However, that's why I have the balloons. So let's figure out the giant arrow first. We basically want to just fly the arrow through the base to get the air defense. Electro Dragons first, because I would expect the Seeking Air Mines to be that touch further into the base. So we just delay the balloons a little bit. There's that Seeking Air Mine, Air Skellies, exactly as we expected. Now we can use the Warden ability as those mines are going off. We can triangulate the clones in the middle with the Rage. Check this out. Let's freeze that expo. Oh, it actually turned away from the queen anyway. You can see why this is the best Town Hall 11 attack. It's not even close. But Town Hall 11, there are a lot of other strategy options starting to expand as well. So that's where, as we move up and I'm doing better on defense, I will start to test out a few more strategies when it comes to offense. Weird looking base. Honestly, if we'd had ones like this last week, maybe we would have got promoted. Let's just ping the giant arrow through the bottom. And what I'm going to do is spam the Electro Dragons here with the blimp. And I'm basically going to try and allow the clones to get as much value as possible. So let's freeze the sweeper so we can get over to that location. Then we can triangulate the clones, rage, and just watch the middle of the base. Just watch. When the electromites can easily get to the buildings, it takes them down so quick for the dragons to clean up. It's wild. The difference in town halls, as you get higher up, that won't be as noticeable, but think of how much we struggled last week at Town Hall 10. Moving into Town Hall 11, literally not even having to try. Rank 28, which is in the promotion zone. If this continues, I am more than confident we're getting promoted. Again, Town Hall 11. Amazing. We are flying. It's such a fast attack strategy as well. Each of these attacks have been like 1 minute. Okay, so this is a much better upgraded Town Hall 12, but I'm not worried. We did miss the sweeper. Okay, that's fine. Spread the Electro Dragons and the balloons. Now let's send the blimp. Warden ability before that blimp exits. Let the freeze get us once, but then we'll freeze it this time. Okay, we're in the tornado. This is fine because we can go clone, 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 rage. Electromites now in the middle will help to rip apart the middle of the base. Queen did go down, but look at the electromites. Just demolished everything. Let's... Oh, no! I pressed the minion principality on the king, and he literally turned. Ugh, yikes. What is that Super Yeti doing? Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be good, actually. It depends if there's a Seeking Air Mine. We've got a minute left. This is, again, the benefit of this attack strategy. Ugh, Grand Warden goes down. No, rip. Super Yeti at the back, continuing to just smash open walls. We've got the chain damage of the Electro Dragon, the death damage, so Archtower goes down. Missed the giant arrow, went into the bait, messed up the minion principality, still tripled a Town Hall higher. That's why at Town Hall 11, this is the attack strategy for you to use. And with that said, I wrapped up the attacks by crushing the last 2 bases, securing me the perfect week. Completely contrasting last week's 1 and 2 star fails, this gave me the confidence I needed moving into Archer 9. I guess we can get my builders working in the meantime, so let's go with the heroes. That is essentially all I have been focusing on to get those done. And actually, I do think I will need to start having a look at the longest defenses, because I think moving into Town Hall 12, that's when we're going to start using a lot of these magic items. But I will see you on Monday to check if we have been promoted. Okay, it was 72 days since I started this account. We should have all of the builders ready to go. I also made a purchase on the Supercell store over the weekend, but I tried not to be on the game as much, do content as much over Easter. I did have the challenge level and the event sneak peek that I had to work on, but I tried just to step back with not being as well the last few weeks. So we've got all of the builders ready to go. We have actually been promoted to Archer 9. Let's go. Just one more league for this video. And we finished 22nd. So quite the jump up from the week before. And so far, people at the top have close to a 3-star average, or at least the guy at the very top does. Most people have taken 1 to 2 defenses. For us, oh my gosh, oh no. Trolled me. That was last week. We got 9 trophies. First time in like forever we've got 9 trophies. This week, starting off with complete annihilation. Electro Dragons, that is what I used, but with the Super Yeti clone. This guy using it with lightning spells. Interesting. Okay. So did fairly comfortably, I'm going to say, at the Town Hall. Yeah, 2 Electro Dragons there. Still has Log Launcher swagged as well. At this level, as long as you get the attack right, you should be 3-starring someone of your own level. So let's dive into it today then. We just have hero skins. No, we do have some offers there, so let's get those purchased. Okay, so just the 2 offers for the moment. Seems like every couple of days now they add more stuff to the shop. In fact, I think I missed an offer or 2 over the weekend there. I only caught 1 of them, but never mind. Just continuing to stock the magic items for as we move up through the levels. Although, I mean, we've already got a couple of the longer upgrades. I remember the Eagle Artillery from my 100 days Gold Pass edition being the longest upgrade at Town Hall 11. Once we get to Town Hall 12, I'll make a bit of a list and make sure that we go over exactly what the longest buildings are so I can use the magic items on those. To be honest, right now, everything is just right into the heroes. Just keep them upgrading as much as possible. Nice to get a tiny little bit more elixir for the Grand Warden. Actually, I think there was some in the Gold Pass there, wasn't there? Fantastic. So we can get the Warden upgraded. So that is 4 out of my 5 builders on heroes. But then we can dive into the laboratory. Yeah, we don't have enough elixir for those. In terms of gold, let's get an Inferno Tower upgrading. And to be honest, taking a look at our magic items, we only have 2 runes of gold. There's no point in actually like using them right now. I might as well do a couple of farming attacks. We can actually adjust my farming army with more Valkyries now, which is fantastic. And we should be able to get enough elixir to get my lab researching fairly quickly. And that might be enough to get the Barbarian, was it, researching? Yeah, we'll get the Barbarian researching, and then I'll just continue farming in the background here whilst I am doing a couple of other things. I guess we'll get the Bomb Tower upgrading, and then, yeah, let's see how the defenses go. We are rank 94, and we still only have 8 attacks to perform, and I also need to think about what it is I want to use this week for hopefully the last week of Archer Leagues. Day 75. Let's see how we are doing in ranked. Is this a ranked battle? Oh no, our opponent is in Archer 7. Unfortunately, we have to wait of the attack finishing before we can get into the account. But one interesting thing, even though today is the 75th day of this account and the 3rd episode on the channel, we actually haven't even released the 1st episode yet. As of the day of recording, we have put a ton of work into these episodes. The first episode, we have hundreds of hours of editing, post-production in, custom animations, everything. I mean, you'll have seen it by the time you get to this episode. Hopefully that shows the magnitude we go into with these videos, and massive props to my team as well that I work closely alongside to bring you all of the videos. Now, just checking the offers in the shop. There's a few there we need to purchase. I am at the end of the event track. Yes, I should be. I haven't actually been in here, but I was keeping an eye on the events tab, and we are well over 1,600 because yesterday we were at 16,000, sorry. So there we go. Oh, it's in the top. 19,000. Nearly even beat the bonus track in one. How brilliant is that? Buy event pass. Let's go to the Supercell store and buy everything. Okay, event pass. Then we had some store specials. Maybe I'll get some of those medals, to be honest with you. Builder and research potions, and we will get the magic items. Honestly, don't really need the wall rings because loot is so easy to get. So I think I'll skip those for the moment. Code Judo is entered, so let's get that purchased. Okay, now I'm really not sure what strategy to use this week. I'd be more than confident getting a perfect again if I used the better approach from what we taught last week, the Electro Dragons. But maybe I'll save that until next week if we use the regular dragons, and perhaps we could go with something like Hybrid. I haven't used that since the Galaxy battles, which was like 2.5 years ago now. That was the last time I attacked at Town Hall 11. And what I used during that stream was Hybrid. So maybe I should use that. Let's get everything we can. And once I have claimed all of that, we can go into the trader shop. I will get the rocket backpack. I think it's amazing. It's going to be a little while before we get to Town Hall 15 and I can use that. So should I get that? Maybe it'll be in the trader shop at that point. Maybe it's better to look at like Snake Bracelet for the King is great. Why don't we focus on upgrading the equipment for this event? And we'll see from there, because if I am going to use Hybrid... Oh, I don't have the Healing Tome. Rip. So the Life Gem or the Rage Gem. Maybe the Rage Gem is better? I really don't know, but let's upgrade the Eternal Tome because we do want to get that to the maximum point that we can. If we're going to use Hybrid, it's going to be pretty pivotal. Then let's go into the blacksmith, not the blacksmith, the trader, and I'm actually going to get a bunch of shiny ore. Whoops, I'm buying starry ore. But that's fine, we'll need that for the epics. Because since I don't war on this account, I lack shiny ore. That's all of my metals gone. What? That was quick. Eternal Tome and Rage Gem, they are going to be pivotal. What about the Queen, though? For Hybrid, we don't want... Maybe we want the Frozen Arrow. King on the outside, we wouldn't necessarily want the Stick Horse with. The Snake Bracelet would actually be fantastic, which is in the shop. Maybe the Stick Horse is good, though. Maybe I will stick to the Stick Horse. Let's get the Frozen Arrow upgraded a bit, though, because that is going to be really helpful for Queen Charge style attacks. And I guess that's all we can do. Let's actually... I think I nearly did all of the walls. We should be able to... Yeah, is that it? I think that's it. Maxed walls for Town Hall 11. Now, we need to build the attack strategy, but I haven't even looked at my defense log yet. Oh, we actually got a defense this week. Let's go, 65%. Wow. Okay, is that a Town Hall 10 attacking us? I think it might be. It is, because there's a power potion. Oh, I feel sorry for you. That's the position I was in a couple of weeks back. You will get there, my friend. Okay, saved recipes. Let's build a hybrid attack. Okay, King and Queen upgrading. So we do want to finish those off before I start. So let's finish those upgrades. Is there a hybrid in the... Yeah, there is. Look, there's a hybrid in the cookbook, which I can use and just adjust it. Because let's be honest, I'll make it a little bit better. Level 7 wall breaker needed. Can I get the level 7 wall breaker? I can. That means I can boost the super wall breaker, which is going to be way better for this hybrid attack. So let's take... We need 1 super wall breaker for the Queen, maybe 2, you know. And we don't need that many miners and hog riders, because what we need is some funneling troops. We need a baby dragon to help the Queen. I would say at least 1 wizard. Let's take a couple of archers and a minion, just so we've got a little bit of flexibility in the ranked attack as well. We can also take... I think a siege barracks will be good to help along the outside of the base with the king. Let's go with a freeze. A totem will be really good. Maybe the furnace is actually good. I think more hog riders. Let's go with a standard approach here for you. Do we need 2 rage spells for the queen, though? I think a freeze and an invisibility might be better. Would be good if I had those at higher level, but I must have power potions from purchases in the shop. Yeah, I got 9 power potions. Why don't we boost the heroes as well, just so I don't waste those potions? And I guess that's it. No. What's going on with the equipment? Oh my goodness me. No, thank you. Let's actually put some decent equipment on our heroes. Okay. Rank 95. At least we have some defense this week. What do we get? Town Hall 12? No, it's a Town Hall 11. Okay. So when you're charging into the base, you want to charge to create good pathing for the hybrid. So I would want to go in towards the clan castle, and once we've done that, it should be fairly easy to break the queen the next layer as well, so she can reach the eagle. So why don't we start the queen here? I didn't take any cocoa loons for the healers. That's the cookbook's fault. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've lured the clan castle. Is that all of them? Yes, it will be. That will allow now the queen to go into the base because we've set the funnel on the left. Then when she steps in, we can wall break again. And she will then move in towards the clan castle. Let's do that now. And I think the king, we might start the hybrid fairly early from the right side to try and protect the queen versus the single target inferno. Why don't we do that? Let's actually start with just the siege barracks to funnel. Then the king and the stick horse can be used a little bit later. There's a red air mine onto the healers. That's why your Coco Loon is impressive or needed. Let's freeze this just because I'm not looking at the queen right now. Grand Warden coming in. I'm going to heal because there's a giant bomb there. Now let's go king with the stick horse. Queen is in the tornado trap, but that is fine. Okay, we've got the Grand Warden's ability. We don't want to wait too long with, but he's kind of stuck at the back here. Move forward, Warden. We need you to get in towards the Hog Riders. Had to use a freeze in the middle of the base. Let's use the king ability. Spiky ball pings through. Warden ability. All is looking good. We can clean up at the back side of the base. And this is why it was important to send the hybrid in early, by the way, because the single target infernos, none of them locked into my Archer Queen. She was safe, and the singles are what can take down your Archer Queen when you're queen charging. So as long as you have the pathing set where the hybrid can move through, and they moved from 3 o'clock up into the middle of the base and then around to 9 o'clock, I had the king, siege barracks and Pecker and everything up at 12 o'clock to make sure the hybrid did move through the middle. It's just about creating that pathing, and I didn't even use half of the spells. We've got lots of the troops left over, so I am even comfortable attacking a Town Hall 12 as well. Or I say that. Let's see what happens when we actually get a Town Hall 12, which will probably be this attack. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, and it's maxed, nearly, virtually maxed. And it's a bit trickier. So we want to charge from we don't want to charge into the single infernos, the heroes, the town hall, even though that is equally a nightmare for the hybrid. We want to charge from this right side. And if I can get into both of these compartments, break into both of them, the queen can reach the eagle. So let's just start here. Oh, and I didn't bring Coco Loons. Rip. Okay. So I'm just going to let the queen walk for a second here. I don't want to use my baby dragon too early or anything. And I also don't want to have my wall break fail. So there we go. Queen will now step in. Let's use the baby dragon, I think, on this spell factory, or the dark spell factory. Then I'm going to wall break from here because we need that junction open as well, so the queen actually steps into the base. Let's use the totem just so that the queen is well protected here. And look, we basically, from that baby dragon, the queen cannot go anywhere but into this area of the base. I'm going to start with the siege barracks now, just to start creating an early funnel, so that I can then send in the hybrid, and the king will go straight in towards the 2 elixir storages. That's the goal. Okay, let's send in the hybrid now. We will take some eagle artillery fire, and we'll see whether that will be pivotal later. So let's freeze here. Let's use an early heal. Queen now steps into the eagle, which is good. We've got a poison. We can go on the minion prince and the electro dragon. Fantastic. Right, there could be giant bombs here. I'm waiting at the town hall to... Yeah, Grand Warden ability because of the town hall activating. Hog Riders will get through that. Let's use the king ability. Let's heal here as well because of the Giga Bomb going off. Then we are looking good here, you know. We've got a rage, which I think if we just rage and power through this single target inferno area of the base, the queen is going to be good at the top. King is banging on a wall over there. We've got a minute left. We still got plenty of spells. I can use the heal after the giant bomb from the bomb tower. And typically around splash, where there's gaps in the base, that is equally where you will have the giant bombs. So like double splash can take out all of your hog riders. That's where you would use it in that position. Honestly, wow. I am surprised at how easily we took down that base. I'm at Town Hall 11. I didn't use my queen ability. I could have swagged a bunch of those spells. Honestly, just a beautiful attack. Okay, so this one, we've got a gap in the middle of the base. You never want to fall for that, because if you just drop your queen in there, she's going to go down. And I still forgot Coco Loons. Oh my goodness, I have to remember that after this attack. Okay, focus up. Queen and the healers. So as soon as she gets there, we can wall break. And once she starts attacking the air defense, now. Then what we need to do is send in the hybrid from this right side so that she's not going to be forced down the left side of this channel too much. You can use a healing spell. Might actually use 2 healing spells. Don't be afraid. Yeah, see how many Hog Riders went down because I was waiting on the healing spell? When there's a lot of splash, just use your spells. And there we go. Once we get that multi-target Inferno down, we're pretty much clean sailing from there. So, 3 attacks down, 5 to go. Let's just keep... Coco Loons! Honestly, I'm not doing it on purpose. What am I doing? So let's go in up there, I guess. Let's go with an archer first. Just to check. Yeah, it's 2 dragons. So I'll let the single beam up a touch. Freeze. Then I've got the frozen arrow on the queen. So as soon as she is attacking the single, it can't, like, attack me fast enough. In terms of baby dragon, I think we can use it here to take some of those outside buildings. Let's use the queen ability. If you're unsure, just use the ability. How many times have I really needed it during these attacks? Not very often. And now is a good time to use the hybrid. Just have to keep a close eye on the queen. So that single didn't go down, so give it a second. Freeze the single. Then I've got an invisibility for the queen, Grand Warden ability, because I was focusing on the queen and the Hog Riders took a lot of damage. She's got that single, so I can shift my focus away from the queen. Double heal, because they are moving into the town hall and a lot of danger. King ability to help thin out this area of the base. Okay, they get that. They're still in the heal. Now I can use the other heal as they move forward. And alright, that one got a little bit hectic, but again, Town Hall 12, 3 single target Infernos I'm queen charging, and I still have most of my hybrid alive and a spell swagged over as well. Right, let's change the composition. Let's get rid of 2 of the miners, and let's take just 2 Coco Loons. That'll do. Okay, so this one is trickier. Charging to the town hall wouldn't be great because we have the single Inferno with the heroes, 2 Expos behind the town hall. So we kind of do have to charge into this top area where the eagle is. There's my Coco Loon just in... Yeah, see? Seeking Air Mine! Perfect time to swap! Oh my goodness, that couldn't have been any better. Let's start the funnel here because as soon as the queen is getting in range there, she's going to be under a lot of damage because there's 2 Expos going to be on her. So what I want is to make sure my hybrid is in before then. I used the heal. Let's keep an eye. I think it's good enough. I was going to use... Yeah, I'm going to use the Warden ability. Whatever. Oh, no. I didn't see all of the damage of the hogs in the middle. So, okay. We are losing a lot of Hog Rider damage. We might have to just rage, freeze this, and commit to the 2 stars. And if we have saved enough to get... single, save the king. If we have saved enough to get to the back end, we're good. You can pick apart these. Ooh, this is tricky. Invis spell. Go on, giant, open the wall. Come on. We just need that single and we're good. The queen. Where did the giant go? Are you kidding me? Come on, queen. Come on, queen. She's freezing it. She's freezing it. Yes. Oh, my goodness. That was hectic. If I had of charged into one of these locations first and sent the miners and Hog Riders from the Eagle, we'd have finished on the Town Hall, which, as we've seen earlier in the series, is a bit risky towards those 1 stars. So, it worked out well in the end. You don't have to perfectly execute everything. No one can perfectly execute everything. It's all about consistency. So on this one, where do we charge? We've got a single and a multi on one side. And we go... let's go... that one there. Okay, that's not where I wanted the wall breaker to go. I wanted it to go to the expo. Not the end of the world. We might have to flip the plan, though, because the queen's going to get stuck battering on a wall if not. Now let's send the hybrid in from this angle, then. So we're just allowing the queen to get a little bit more value before we cut her off and she becomes, like, useless. Grand Warden ability there. That was actually perfect timing because of the town hall. Let's rage and heal just to make sure we get through this. Did the queen go down? She didn't. Healers just transferred, but that's fine. Once the queen has got her value, if the healers transfer to the Hog Riders and miners, it can actually be a good thing. Because you notice I was running short on healing. So if you can get the queen into the base and set that funnel where you carve out one chunk, like just think of 4 quadrants in a base. I'll explain it in the next attack. We only got 2 more to go. So 4 quadrants of a base. This is actually a perfect place to explain it because it's like sectioned like that. You have these 4 little compartments make 1 quadrant. These 4 little compartments make another quadrant. You can visualize that again at the top and then this back quadrant. And essentially, you're just charging the queen into one of them. So we're going to go into the bottom one here. We can send the hybrid into the adjacent quadrant. King on the outside, and he will break into the top area to help set the funnel, and then everything converges to the fourth quadrant to clean out the base. Okay, that last attack, we didn't have maxed equipment as well. Maybe that was a little bit of a difference. But still, you notice, without maxed equipment, still took out a Town Hall 12. So final attack, we're into rank 27. Let's do this. Town Hall 11. Okay, so the odds are we should be able to get this to work. After smashing Town Hall 12s this week, I can confidently say we easily got this to work on a Town Hall 11. I think they were good attacks to teach you the Queen Charge Hybrid. Yes, the entertainment factor of moving through the videos, and hopefully you enjoy them, but also teaching you different strategies at different Town Hall levels, and you can always reference them as well, just giving you different options. Queen Charge Hybrid, you've seen how powerful it is, and it's really enjoyable as well. Just understanding the principles of the Queen Charge is something that will help you through numerous Town Hall levels. So we're rank 16, perfect 3 stars yet again. I'm glad that we changed the attack strategy. 100% average destruction, and with that, my loot is full. So we can go into here. Let's get the healers upgrading. We can get the lab assistant assigned to that, and we want to get the heroes maxed out. So let's go Archer Queen, Minion Prince, and Grand Warden. As you can see, they're good. Let's go with the Barbarian King. They will be maxed out by the next episode as well. And then let's go with an Inferno Tower. Why not? That's all of our builders working. And I have a special surprise for you on Monday when we find out if we've been promoted. It is Wednesday, day 80 of this account. I haven't logged in as of yet because I'm here in Helsinki with some friends, and I wanted to check with them whether I'd been promoted, and you'll be able to see already if I have. They can either help me for next week if I don't get promoted, give me some tips, or celebrate with me. Ninja, hiding down there. Press the button. Yes! Wizard 10! Let's go! I hope you have learned a bunch of strategies throughout this video. Moving to Wizard 10 will be the next episode, and this is really ramping up now towards getting into the harder leagues, teaching you more in-depth strategies on our way to beating every single league. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I'll place the playlist of it on your screen. Any closing words, guys, or congratulations?
Let's go!
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Take care, all.